embodiments of love. Hallelujah. We learned something new tonight. I love you. Can we do it together? Shall we do it? I love you. Very good.
Did we tell any of you or all of you how beautiful you all are and how much we love you? If we didn't, we're telling you now.
Singing God's sweet name.
to all, for all are only one. Christ my loving Son, all are only one, all are only one, all are only one. Your life will be of no avail if with your dying breath you fail to chant the holy Om or God's sweet name.
So everybody do it.
Chant the holy Om or God's sweet name.
One more time.
Chant the holy Om or God's sweet name. So start by walking in the light, then you'll see the lights inside. Soon you'll know that you are the light. Soon you'll know that you are the light. Soon you'll know that you are the light. Side himself the omnipresence and Christ his loving Son told him to be a light to all, for all are only one. Christ my loving Son, all are only one, all are only one, all are only one.
No matter what your mind tells you, we are only one.
Remember, Swami said I divided myself so I could love myself more. What does that mean? Exactly what it says? Kind of sounds kind of silly, doesn't it? God needing love, wanting love. But think about it for a second. If you are perfect love, you're not experiencing anything. You are it. There is no experience in it except perfect being of bliss. But if you would like a reflection, that means there has to be two. One alone is perfect, but two, you can have an experience. So therefore, Swami said, as long as there's a lover and a beloved, Maya, duality, but in the loving, one. So he said, it's easy, stay in the loving, then you're always one.
Krishna, could we turn a couple of fans on, baby?
Here's one of the early bhajans that we used to do.
Set you right here. This is where it's
No, it's perfect. Everything is perfect.
This is bhajan style. Everybody sing it if you feel like it.
Bum, bum, bum.
The end of education is character. The end of education is character. The end of culture is perfection. The end of culture is perfection. The end of wisdom is freedom. The end of wisdom is freedom. The end of knowledge is love. The end of knowledge is love. And that is the truth of Sathya Sai. That is the truth of Sathya Sai. That is the truth of our heart. That is the truth of our heart. Because love marches on.
I want to hear everybody.
Love marches on. Love marches on. Love is what we are.
marches of our heart.
That is the truth of our heart. That is the truth of our heart. Love marches on. Love marches on. Love's what we are. Satchit Ananda. Consciousness forever. Pure divine love. Truth and bliss and righteousness. Love marches on. Love, 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 love. Love marches on. Love marches on.
That was one of the old bhajans. Swami said once, all of this creation is a school. Maybe some of us are here to teach and learn, and some of us are here to learn. But all of it is a school.
Some are here just to fool around.
Yeah. And learn slowly.
And having a great time.
Having to repeat a grade or two.
Yes.
And he said that the only way that we will ever graduate, doesn't matter whether we're going to kindergarten, high school, or university.
The only way you graduate is through love. In relationships, in your interactions throughout your life. Love is the only A+.
Where you move on. Now, how do we do that in daily life? Because, love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never. If we just follow those 4 little phrases, we don't have to do anything else. But what does it really mean to love all? Can you just simply love all? I don't think many of us know even what that means.
If they don't love themselves.
How
You
is
gotta
it
love
possible?
yourself first.
Without loving the self, but you can't even love the self because it's the ego, the personality, and the mind, and sometimes that's not lovable, is it?
But that's how you find out. You wonder, okay, who am I? What happened to self? You have to figure out who you are first before you can really love yourself.
And the moment you can love the self, if you find out what the self is, immediately, automatically, you love all. And in that loving of all is automatic service. You don't have to think of doing service or being of service because it is automatic for love to be. Oh, let me help. Oh, here.
But then the mind goes, oh no, you're going to be late. Come on, we can't help. We gotta go. You tell the mind, shut up. You've been controlling me for thousands of lifetimes. You're the tool now. Get in the toolbox. I want to help.
And sometimes you can't, and that's okay. If you're driving in your car going to work, or you're in the rickshaw and you see somebody that may need a hand, just send a loving thought. Say, I know that's a difficult experience of karma that you're going through, because it's just another part of yourself, and say, I send love and light. May it be as painless and as quick as possible, the learning experience.
Remember, you're God. Your thoughts are all powerful.
We talked about it last time, didn't we? Okay. Would you like to know how really powerful our thoughts are? How really powerful they are? Here's a little story to illustrate it.
Okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
No.
Oh. What?
Go.
What?
Story to illustrate how powerful our thoughts really are.
Remember-
How we create everything with thought.
You're God. Your thoughts are all powerful. You're all loving, all inclusive, and all powerful. Swami's definition, God. And he said, we're all God. All the saints and sages that have walked the earth have said, you are divine, you're God, you're the Atma, you're the Paramatma. What have we been doing with all this love and all this inclusiveness and all this power?
We've allowed the mind to indiscriminately create lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime for us. Here's how we do it.
Okay, let's say there's this guy, all right? There's this guy in an office, he hates his job. So he's creating thought forms. I hate my job. He's at his computer. I hate my, is that lipstick?
Yes.
Who did that?
Lipstick on your collar.
Oh, and you didn't wipe it off. Okay, wipe it, thank you. All right. Okay, here's a guy. He hates his job, and he's creating all these thought forms. I hate my job. It stinks. Everybody here is angry, and now I'm angry. I just can't wait to get home. I hate my job. Then a friend of his who's on vacation sends him a postcard from Hawaii, Honolulu, and there's a beautiful, sexy hula dancer there and a surfer way out in the ocean in the background, and he's looking at this postcard going, now I really hate my job.
I wish I was in Hawaii.
I want to be in Hawaii. So he loves, all he can think about is Hawaii, 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 and that hula dancer.
Now
hula dancers,
remember,
yes.
he's infusing a lot of emotional energy into this mental picture that he's creating.
So he loves that postcard so much he scans it and puts it on his computer and sees it every day, morning, noon, and night. Months go by, years, who knows? There is no time. So one afternoon he takes the postcard from his desk, walks across the street to the cafe, looking at the postcard, and all I want to do is go to Hawaii and meet that hula dancer. Not looking where he was going, bam, he gets hit by a bus while he was crossing the street. Now, body's dead, but those thought forms, those desires that he infused his energy into are alive and
kicking.
well.
Yes. And the electromagnetic energy that has his particular signature, each of our thought are connected to the signature of our electromagnetic bodies. Okay? In other words, the mind continues after the body. Think of it that way.
So, before too long, bouncing baby boy born in Honolulu, Hawaii. He grows up to be a handsome young man and can't quite figure out why he's always attracted to hula dancers. Every one of his girlfriends are hula dancers.
Because he doesn't remember that's what he dreamt about last time.
And he turns out to be a surfer. He's very active surfing, and he's really interested in acting. He's out there surfing away thinking, all my girlfriends think I should go into acting, go to Hollywood and become a movie star. They say I'm better looking than Brad Pitt, so I should really do well in Hollywood. I think of all those parties and all the women and the drugs and the booze. Yeah, Hollywood. I want to go to Hollywood. So as he's out there surfing, he's thinking, maybe a talent scout's out there, and maybe he'll discover me, so I'll really look good.
Yeah, and he doesn't pay any attention.
So he's surfing, and then all of a sudden, a big white shark comes along and chomp! Body's dead.
Body dead.
Thought forms, alive and well.
Kicking.
Remember, you are God. Your thoughts are all powerful.
So within a very short time, long time, whatever the case may be, depending on karma.
Yeah, bouncy baby girl is born in Hollywood, California. Born in a director's family. The situation is just perfect. Goes into acting, becomes a movie star, gets married once, twice, 3 times. Pretty soon she's just going to the parties, getting drugs, drinking a lot, thinking nobody loves me for me. Oh, they want me for that movie star. I just want to marry the guy next door who loves me. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. So who knows how long this time goes along, because she doesn't have her thoughts under control. So she's creating many, many thought forms of wanting love, desiring love, and living somewhere else and having a whole other personality, having a whole other life, that pretty soon she goes to a Hollywood party and she's crying in her drink, taking too many drugs, and she overdoses.
Body dead.
Thought forms alive and well.
Kicking.
Before too long, in Puttaparthi, a little girl is born, and she grows up and marries the boy next door.
And on and on and on and on.
You are God. Your thoughts are all powerful.
Now, how do we control those thoughts? What do we do? Because life, or Maya in this particular instance, is always telling us, pay attention to me, pay attention to this, that, the other. Swami gave us the answer. Swami's been talking to us for what? 70 some odd years already, right? When he's actually talking to the masses.
He says, keep your mind here, now in the present, not in the future, not in the past. Past history, future fantasy. Here is a present from God. Be in the moment.
This is your only life, guys. This is the only moment you can actually interact or act in this creation.
And if you're truly right here, right now, not thinking, did I leave the lights on in my room or the fan? No, if you're here right now without allowing your mind to go, there is no mind. There are no thoughts if you keep it here in the moment.
There's too much input, too much happening for you to think. In order for your mind to think, it has to be about an object or an idea. For example, I'll give you an example. Oh, Sonia. That's a perception, right? The moment I say, oh, Sonia, it looks so pretty. Boom. I just had a thought. Right?
Was it sexual?
I didn't go there. But if I go, oh, what a beautiful shirt.
Is it sexual? You gotta watch those sex spots.
So, by me putting my mind, not just perceiving it. Right now, if I just perceive everything, I don't have a thought. But the moment I actualize something more, I'm putting my attention on what I'm looking at or what I'm hearing or perceiving, at that moment it becomes a thought. And in order to have no thoughts or no pictures in your mind, that's the practice of all the yogis, that's the practice of all the masters, and that's the practice that we should all practice. To be in the pure mind or have an empty mind. Now, a lot of people in the world, we've all practiced somewhat in different ways, so we can talk about this, but for the normal people in the world, this is insane. They cannot imagine that you could have an empty mind. That means no thought, no picture, just to be here in the moment, being, and being aware.
Unless your Atma self chooses to take the mind out of the toolbox and think of something.
And put it to work. Example, being in the moment doesn't mean that you can't make a plan in the moment. This is how it would work. Let's say we want to go to Puttaparthi. We're back home, we want to go to Puttaparthi. Pick up the telephone, call the travel agent, say, I want to book a flight to Puttaparthi December 5th, 1900 and... Whatever, right? Okay, booking, can I have it? Yes, it's free, okay. Book me a return trip this and this time, da-da-da-da. Hang up the phone, forget about it. Don't keep thinking about the trip to Puttaparthi.
But the mind will keep going, oh, when I get there, oh, maybe I'll get first row. Oh, maybe I'll get this. Oh, maybe this will happen. Maybe this will happen.
Maybe hear material.
You say, mind, shut up. Get in the toolbox. I'm not there yet. I'm here now.
So pay attention again to the moment. Leave the plan, whatever it is. If the time comes that you're actually going to the airport and going, great. Enjoy it. If it doesn't happen because things change, no disappointment, no problem. You didn't invest your emotional energy into something that didn't exist yet. That's the idea. The moment you take your emotional energy or your thought energy and put it into something that doesn't exist, what is it? Imagination. Mind playing.
Which will only create disappointment.
Or stress, worry, fear. Those are when the mind goes to the future. Those are the things, those are your symptoms. When you feel yourself stressed, afraid, tense, worried, that means somehow in your mind you're imagining something may happen in the future that you don't want to happen. So even if you're not quite conscious of it, know that somehow you're not in this moment. Because in this moment, are we lacking anything? Is there anything wrong? Are we missing anything? No.
Are you missing anything, Krishna?
We got everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got each other, we love each other. What more is there? Right? This moment. Swami said one time, this moment is life. Moment is eternity. For the Atma, it is always now. And now is eternity. He said there's only 3 things we can do in this moment in your life in order to deal with this creation, this experience of Maya. He said, we can either accept what there is just because it is, for no other reason, whether we like it, whether we dislike it, not important. It is what it is, accept it, let it be. Or we can try to change it if we don't like the moment. So go ahead, try to change it. But if it does not change because Maya is putting obstacles in your way all the time,
You can't have any negative feelings, anger, or watch what comes out of you.
then accept that. Now the third thing you can do, you can walk away from the situation. Now if you walk away with anger. Judgment, resentment,
Watch it.
any kind of attitude,
Wonder where it comes from. Inquire within yourself.
and right around the corner of your life, the same exact scenario happens again and again and again until you face it.
In love.
If you walk away in complete understanding that really there was no reason for you to be in this energy or vibration, send love and light into the situation, then just leave. Perfect. No problem. So, those are the only three things we can really do. Think about it. Think about your life and see if this is true. Don't just take our word for it. Whatever these parts of you say, listen, and then check it out for yourself. Because if you don't, it's just hearsay. Unless you have a personal experience, it does not become part of you. It's just something that goes in the ear and probably out the other. That's why so many of us have listened to Swami over all these years. It goes in here and we say, yes, I understand, Swami, yes.
I love you, Swami.
It goes out the other ear, but
You'll
we
take
don't
care of
practice
everything, Swami. I don't have to
anything.
do anything.
How many of us, and let's be ruthlessly honest, how many of us thought, okay, I'm going to go see Swami and he's going to help me to be realized? How many? Come on.
I did.
How
We
many?
know you did.
When's it gonna happen?
It already has. You just have to stop the mind.
He's giving us all the tools and he'll do the 9 steps for us, but the last step we have to take. He cannot take it for us. Why? Because we are God as well.
We asked him one day, or we were in the room when the students asked him, Swami, you can turn earth into sky and sky into earth. Why don't you fix the planet?
Just
It's
fix
so
it.
messed up. Fix it.
Make heaven on earth for all of us.
He goes, yes, I can fix it. But then you'll within a short while, you'll just have it messed up again.
Just like it is in
You
3
are
months.
God, and your thought, unless all the thoughts are divine and loving and caring, then it'll just go right back to the way it was, because you are God. What does this say to us?
But the mind will say, oh no, I'm not.
Mind, get in the toolbox. This is the vigilance. This is what Swami said, told us, practice, practice, practice. Because as long as we're dreaming in these dream bodies,
In this dream creation, having
you
dream
must
experiences.
practice something to get the mind under control. It's a horrible master.
It's a wonderful tool. It creates all of this. And we have the wrong concept of mind, I believe, most of us do. We believe that Johnima has this little mind over here and Kalassu has her little mind over there. No. There's only one complete mind that created all of this creation. It is our
One mind.
It is our ego identification that believes that we are separate. Johnima likes to call it my pain body because most of our experience in life,
We
more or
learn
less,
through pain.
we learn through pain and suffering. So we create this image called Johnima Kalassu when we look in the mirror or look at the body and we say, oh yeah, this is Johnima. He thinks this way, he feels this way, he sounds this way, he looks this way. This is the false creation that we
Johnima,
made.
you're only thinking that you look this way, feel this way.
But there's a
you're
myth,
not
but-
the body. All right, I ask a question.
Yes.
When you're dead,
Yeah.
do you think there's anything beyond death? I mean, you're dead and the body is just going to be ash, dirt,
What a waste.
worms?
That would be waste.
Yeah, okay. So do you think there's something that will fly, like go beyond?
Possibly.
What is that?
I don't know. What is it?
What is it, everybody? Come on, it's the Atma.
But
So why do we keep believing that we're the body? Huh?
when you sleep at night,
It's always around.
right?
Yes, and it keeps lying
So when we fall asleep at night, we go, right? The body's out cold, but you think, you feel, you touch, you smell. Everything's happening in your dream state. You're alive, you're kicking, everything you're experiencing, but your body's dead asleep, right? So what part of you is dreaming? Everybody says, the mind. Okay, yeah, the mind is creating the dream, but it's just another level of this creation. There's a waking state, the dream state, and the deep sleep state, right? But within all those states, there is pure awareness all the time. When you've had a really good night's sleep, really deep rest, no dreams, you wake up refreshed and strong and you say, I had such a wonderful deep sleep. How the heck do you know? Who knows you had a nice deep sleep? Which part of you? There's some part of you that must know.
The Atma knows.
The Atma knows all the time.
Eternally.
Eternally.
I mean, we've even put in spirituality on a pedestal. And so
Moksha.
Yeah, moksha is
Liberation.
way over here, and liberation is way over there. Maybe the mind will go, maybe one day I will be liberated if I'm really,
Some
really
lifetime.
good. Tell the mind to shut up. You are already liberated. You've always been liberated. It's not far away. This is who we are all the time when the mind is silent.
Swami said you can do it this second. He said the moment that you are all-inclusive, always in your life with everything, all loving, and know that your thoughts are all powerful, at that moment you're thinking, walking, breathing divine self.
This is what the Vedas call your Mahabharata, because this is your battle between your Atma self and the mind. Who is going to win?
Swami said, Swami said once, so you think you all have choices? You think you have free will? He said, no such thing. Only God has free will. But, he said, the moment you're in your God state, you do have one choice.
No longer controlled by the mind, the body, and the senses.
You can either interact with this creation from the awareness that you are the divine encased in a dream body, having dream experience in a dream world, or you can choose to react in this world as the body, mind, personality concept. That's it. It's the only real choice that you have. And you'll only have that choice when you're in your divine awareness state. You won't have the choice as long as you're reacting to everything in this life. So, free will is a myth.
Unless you're in your God state.
No, you know, everybody here, I'm sure we all have done this. You believe you're choosing what you're wearing, choosing what you're eating, choosing what you're thinking. Those are all learned programs, habits that you've acquired either by surrounding, by education, by family, by interaction with. And that's why satsang is so important. If you're around like-minded individuals, people that have the same goal, the same aspiration, or the same love for something, you can connect, and then you can support each other, help each other. And this is what we are. We are the extended family. That's what Swami has been telling us over and over and over
To
and
keep
over
reminding
again.
each other what is real and what is false. And hold on to what is real to you, because what is false will constantly try to take you out of that state.
So what is false? Swami made it very simple. Anything that's name and form is illusion on any level in all of creation. It doesn't matter. So therefore, the only reality is that which is eternal, unchanging, and forever. Right? So what is that? There's only one thing that it is. That is either God, if we use the name, or it's the Atma. Or within each of us, it is our awareness. The awareness that we are. Right now, we're all aware. We're sitting here listening to a couple of strange guys, guy and girl, sitting up here, right?
Atma has no gender.
Absolutely. So, who is this awareness? The same awareness when you were little children was aware that you had a little body, that the world was around you, your family. Everything's changed. Your ideas have changed, your feeling have changed, your mind has changed, your body's changed, your parents changed, the world has changed. What has not changed? That awareness. I can see it right there. It's everywhere. I can see that same awareness that is right here, everywhere. So that is how we are one. Whenever you see that awareness within everything, whether it is the floor or a picture or a person, whenever you recognize, that is the Atma. Because everything here is thought created. And the Atma is the only thing that holds it together, which is love in action.
We asked Swami one time, Swami, how can we be Swami? Because our first encounter with Swami was, he asked us, what is your name? And I looked at Kalassu and said, no, you are God, you are Swami, know this now. It's like, and then the struggle began. How? How can I be that? And I realized later I've always been. Just silence the mind, and there you are. But he showed us one very simple, it is so easy how we can all just be Swami. Swami said, I open hearts wherever I go. Wherever I go, I open hearts. Wherever you go and whatever you do throughout your day, you can open hearts too. Hi, I'm acting as Kalassu. And as I'm touching his hand, my thought form is, may your hearts be open to the truth that you are God, have always been God, and may your life be filled with joy, love, and laughter. And so it is. Nice knowing you. And so it is. I'm utilizing my thought forms. That's Kalassu's invocation.
Now, when
wherever I go.
When she said, and so it is, what does that mean? She's making a stamp on it, saying, I believe these thoughts are all powerful.
I know these thoughts are all powerful.
So, in everything in life, we can utilize this little trick of being all-inclusive.
That is being in your God state 24 hours a day.
Then whatever you do, you walk down the street, whoever sees this form or walks in these footsteps, may their hearts be open to the truth that they are the divine self encased in a human form, and may their heart be open and light and love be the rest of their life. Boom! Do it any way you like.
So when Swami says, you are Swami, you don't go, how?
I'm not wearing orange robe, I have an afro.
His life is the example of what he's been doing to all of us, opening our hearts, reminding us of who we are. And we're going, yes, but I don't have an orange robe and an afro, and I can't materialize. No. Start practicing something that feels good to you. Find an invocation that works good for you. Something that uplifts consciousness, that opens hearts. It's that simple.
And Swami said, if you want to be liberated, liberate your greed, your desire, your worry, your fear, your attachment, and blah, 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 blah.
The only thing is having to remember to do it. That's all. And the mind will do everything in its power to make you forget. And it's okay if you forget. All right, I'm eating an ice cream cone now. Oh, it's so good. I finished the ice cream cone, Johnima, and I forgot to share it with all of creation.
Better go get another one.
Okay. Get another ice cream cone and share it with all of creation. Imagine all bellies enjoying this ice cream cone. You are God. Your thoughts are all powerful. At that moment, you're being Swami.
You're all inclusive, all loving, and all powerful.
It's that simple, and you can have fun with it, too.
We were just like little kids, weren't we? Did Jesus not say, be ye like little children, you're close to the kingdom?
Everybody seems to have gotten spirituality in a little box saying, oh, I must be spiritual, I must be serious, I can't wait to get home to meditate. I hate downtown Puttaparthi, right?
All these people.
I can't wait to go home and just have quiet. Selfish. Go downtown Puttaparthi, open all the hearts. You are God. You are divine. Start having fun with your spirituality.
Swami.
Everything is spiritual. There's nothing that isn't spiritual because everything is God.
In the beginning there is God. God is love, and from God everything originated. What is not spiritual, guys? Okay. Swami said one time, if you have one moment of life without joy, he says, not worth much. It's not worth much. It's just existence. Have joy every moment of your life, then you're living.
Why he's walking around going, be happy, be happy.
happy.
People are going, how?
Swami,
How?
be happy. I'm miserable.
Be happy.
Is that not what he says
It's
all
really
the time
simple.
to everybody? Be happy, be happy.
But it isn't easy. You have to remember to do it.
Remember,
That's all.
you are the happiness. You're not going to get happiness from outside of you. This is the reflective universe. You are the joy. Let the joy flow out. Guess what comes back? Joy.
As I'm drinking this glass of water, my throat was parched. I don't even have to invoke anything. It comes natural now that I see all throats being relieved. The more you practice, the more you don't even have to do an invocation. The more you just perceive it all as happening. Would you like some?
Thank you, no.
You got some for me, right?
Consciousness is, and that is all that can ever be. It's always been, forever is, the core of you and me. Is the truth of me. Spanish. Yo soy es la verdad de mí. Again. I am. That is the truth of me. I am Atma. Eternally.
Come on, sing it with us.
I am Atma. Eternally,
Swami!
I am Swami. Eternally,
My innermost self.
I am Swami. Eternally,
Paramatma!
Paramatma. Eternally,
One more time.
Paramatma. Eternally.
My innermost self. Atma, Paramatma.
Nothing exists, just consciousness. All else is relative. I am right now. That's what there is. Being is perfect bliss. I am. That is the truth of me.
Come on, sing it with us.
I am, that is the truth of me. I am Atma, eternally. I am Atma, eternally.
Swami!
I am Swami,
My innermost self.
eternally.
Divine Mother, Divine Mother, you're the love of my life.
Divine Mother, you're the love of my life.
Fast enough.
Divine Mother, you're the love of my life. Each day and every night.
Prema Sai.
Prema Sai, you're the love of my life. Prema Sai, you're the love of my life. Prema Sai, you're the love of my life. Each day and every night. Guru Nanak.
Guru Nanak,
You're the love of my life. Guru Nanak, you're the love of my life. Guru Nanak, you're the love of my life. Each day and every night.
Okay, second verse.
You bless my soul with the fire of love. You tender touch made me conscious of my inner silence, so perfect, so clear. Love is the way how to keep you near.
Everybody.
Dream lover, you're the love of my life. Dream lover, you're the love of my life. Dream lover, you're the love of my life. Each day and every night.
Ahura Mazda.
Ahura Mazda, you're the love of my life. Ahura Mazda, you're the love of my life. Ahura Mazda, you're the love of my life. Each day and every divine self. Divine self, you're the love of my life. Divine self, you're the love of my life. Divine self, you're the love of my life. Each day and every night. That was it. Yes, that was it. Forgot the song.
Sequential silence.
No, you're right. I was wrong. All right, let's do that again. Do that again. I thought there were only 2 verses. Sequential silence. Hope my dreams. Images faded on the mental screen. I was aware it's familiar but new. In perfect silence.
The me is you.
Dream lover, you're the love of my life. Dream lover, you're the love of my life. Dream lover, you're the love of my life. Each day and every night. Boy, we haven't done that one in ages. I know, dead mind. It's been quiet for too long. Okay.
Here's another one.
Old one? New one? Oh God. Mine, out of the toolbox. Gotta remember.
Eternal star of heaven, out of my desire. Wrong song. Eternal star of heaven, caught up by the side. You've come to earth, you've taken birth, you're here as such a sign.
Our love is love, our breath is truth, our sustenance is bliss. Our life is love, our love is life. Creation's been like this.
Puttaparthi Sathya,
Puttaparthi Sai, jing, jing, jing. Puttaparthi Sathya, Puttaparthi Sai, jing, jing, jing. Puttaparthi Sathya, Puttaparthi Sai, jing, jing, jing.
eternal star of heaven, out of
There's so many.
purity side. No. Puttaparthi side.
You, not we will return. He's already here.
Om Shuri side, eternal eye, and now I'm such a sign.
Our form is love, our breath is truth, our sustenance is bliss. Our life is love, our love is life. Creation's been like this. Puttaparthi Sathya, Puttaparthi Sai, jing, jing, jing. Puttaparthi Sathya, Puttaparthi Sai, jing, jing, jing. Puttaparthi Sathya,
Satya.
Prema. This
Yes.
Prema's coming now.
Puttaparthi
Future,
Satya.
fantasy. Come on, finish it.
Eternal star of heaven.
Star.
Tara Prema Sai. You will return to help us learn with the same as Sathya Sai.
Our form is love, our breath is truth, our sustenance is bliss. Our life is love, our love is life. Creation's built like this. Puttaparthi Satya, Om Puttaparthi Sai, Chi Chi Chi. Puttaparthi Satya, Om Puttaparthi Sai, Chi Chi Chi. Puttaparthi Satya, Om Puttaparthi Sai, Chi Chi Chi.
So Premasai won't have so much trouble when he comes back, if anybody's left. Let's all start controlling the mind, being Swami, so he won't have so much of a job to do, okay? Maybe we can, help him out a little bit?
Remember in the old days, Swami used to have TPS.
Uh-huh.
And many back in the late 60s and early 70s, we asked Swami,
What does that mean?
What does that mean? He said, secret. We said, what's the secret? Come on. What's the
Swami,
secret?
what's the secret? Tell us.
Secret. Then after a while he says, eternal star of heaven.
Puttaparthi Sai.